We're standing in front of one of 3 brand new homes that we're going to tour today that is in the Arbor Lakes subdivision in Lenexa, Kansas. Homes in this subdivision range anywhere from about $675,000 on up to just slightly over $800,000. Now, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Lenexa, Kansas, then simply tap the bell below to subscribe. That way you'll be the first to receive notifications about the changes that are taking place, not only in the Lenexa real estate market, but the Kansas City real estate market as well. My name is Chris Pucci with the Living in Kansas City real estate team, and we get calls from people just like you every day. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or even 9 months, please feel free to reach out, call us, send us a text, shoot us an email, or better yet, schedule a Zoom call. Hey, there is nothing more than we would like to do than help you make a smooth transition to Lenexa, Kansas, and more importantly, into Arbor Lakes. We are in our first house. This is a Rod Rock built home. Rod Rock is one of the premier builders in Johnson County. Now, this is a story and a half. It's listed for $775,000. It has 2,966 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. Now, to my right is a stairwell and a room up front, which I call a flex room. It has many possibilities: home office, den, study. And to my right down the hall, we have the laundry room, mudroom, access to the kitchen, and most importantly, to the master bedroom. So let's go check out the rest of the house. As you can see, it is an open floor plan. We're going to step into the great room. You got these nice high ceilings. I like the wood beams. You got a really beautiful fireplace that goes from floor to ceiling. And check out the fireplace. It's a see-through fireplace, so you can enjoy it both when you're on the patio as well as on the inside. Now, being an open floor plan, you've got this nice wide open space, so you have a great line of sight whether you're in the kitchen or in the kitchen looking back into the great room. So when you're entertaining, everyone remains involved. And off to the side of the kitchen, you've got a nice area for your dining room. We've got a table that shows you can hold 4, but if you put in a rectangular table, you probably could get easily 6 to 8 people with no problem. Now, in the kitchen, we have this beautiful, massive quartz countertop. You see, you've got an area where you could have 3, possibly 4 stools, so you could make your breakfast and sit right here. Large countertop. Off to our left, we have this, what I call a coffee bar. Again, the nice quartz countertop. I like the fact that some of the cabinets have glass. I just think that makes it a little more appealing instead of everything being one solid cabinet. You've got under-counter lighting. You've got plenty of outlets, which is great because in today's world where we have all these kitchen gadgets, you got a place to plug them in and make them work. Over here we have a microwave, got a nice oven. Once again, you got this nice long countertop. So when you're preparing meals, you have plenty of prep work area. You have a nice 5-burner gas stove. I love gas stoves. I think they're much easier to cook on than the electric ones. And then once again, we have a large, massive countertop, quartz countertop, under-counter sink. Strolling over back into the kitchen area, the breakfast room area, we have a nice covered patio. We've got a ceiling fan, hearth area over the fireplace. The nice thing about ceiling fans, outdoor porches, is that they keep the mosquitoes away. So you get the fan going fast enough, and it makes it virtually impossible for those mosquitoes to land on you and make your outdoor experience miserable. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head to the laundry room, mudroom, and then from there to the master bedroom. Almost forgot. We have this nice, large walk-in pantry. So in addition to the multitude of cabinets, space out in the kitchen, you have tons of places to store all your kitchen gadgets as well as additional canned goods and things of that nature. So let's go check out the mudroom. Now, I like this mudroom. You've got 4 separate slots. One for mom and dad, one for bedroom 2, bedroom 3, and bedroom 4 to hang your coats and jackets. Above there, you've got an area for things like scarves, gloves, hats. Below, a nice place to store boots and shoes. And then behind me, we have the utility room. I like the way it's been done. You've got a nice, really nice counter sink and plenty of storage area. Things like laundry supplies, brooms, things of that nature. Here, we've got an extra coat closet. Here's the half bath. Once again, you have a nice quartz countertop, sunken under counter sink. And now let's head into the master bedroom. Now, unlike the main portion of the house that uses engineered hardwood floors, here the master bedroom's got carpet, nice sized bedroom. I like what they've done with the ceilings, the recessed ceiling. They've got the all-important ceiling fan. We've got 2 big windows. You have plenty of wall space, so there's a number of different ways that you could set this bedroom up as far as positioning the bed. You've got plenty of room for not only a dresser, but you have an area over here which you can set up as a nice area for reading at night. So a couple of chairs and a table. Here they've got a bench. So you can see, very roomy, lots of potential. The master bed, very nice. You've got the throne room. Behind me, you've got his and her vanity, large mirrors. I like the cabinets that separate the two, and you'll notice they are self-closing. And you have this nice walk-in shower, 2 shower heads, each controlled separately, a bench to sit on, place for your shampoo, soap, and conditioner. Large walk-in closet, plenty of place for hanging clothes. You've got cubbies here, cubbies there, nice cubbies for like shoes and sweaters. And what also makes this so nice is you've got a nice window and tall ceilings. So these are things that you really like to see in a house at this price range. So we've toured the first floor, so now what we want to do is go upstairs and let's check out all 3 of the secondary bedrooms. Now upstairs, we've got the railing. You can see over the railing that leads right down into the front door. You can also see the entrance to the flex room. Now here's the main hallway. Got a nice size linen closet. And again, you have plenty of wall space for things like your artwork, or better yet, for your plenty of wall space. So you have a lot of artwork, great place to hang your artwork, or better yet, here's a great place to put all your family pictures commemorating different events in your family's life. Now, when I was growing up, my mom always had an area where she had pictures of all of her kids, from the time we were tots to the time we left the house. Now, my sister and I referred to it as the wall of shame, because in addition to all the typical photos, she'd have those awful photos that you would take when you were kids in school, the school photos, which were almost kind of like mugshots, except they just didn't have the numbers at the bottom of the picture. So she would always have those discreetly placed within the house, and you always could find out when somebody stumbled across those because you hear this shriek of laughter, hence the wall of shame. So that being said, let's continue our tour. In this bedroom, which is probably the larger of the 3 bedrooms, it's got nice high ceilings, makes the room feel big. This room has its own bathroom. So once again, you have nice molded marble countertop. From room, you have a walk-in shower, and if you'll notice, the shower has adjustable heads so you can change the setting on your shower. So if you're looking for a massage, you just move it to that position. You want more of the typical, it's kind of like a range head shower, you can get that as well. We have a nice size walk-in closet, plenty of hanging space and storage space and shelves. And then we have 5 cubbies for things like sweaters, purses, etc. So this is the second of the 3 bedrooms upstairs. You've got nice tall ceilings, plenty of space. And because the way this room's laid out, you have a couple of different, 2 or 3 ways where you could actually set up the bed. Certainly room for a dresser or 2. Let's check out the bathroom because this bedroom shares a bathroom with the 3rd bedroom. So here we have a nice walk-in closet with plenty of cubbies. Once again, you've got the one-piece marble molded counter and sink. Here you've got, once again, the shower head with the different settings. You've got nice tile surround, and it is the shower bath combo. Throne room. We've got a nice walk-in closet with cubbies. Here again, the single molded under-counter sink. This would probably be your youngest child's bedroom, again, though it does have the high ceilings and a couple different options as far as how you could set up the bed, and there's plenty of room for a dresser as well. That concludes the tour of the main 2 levels. Again, this particular house has about 2,900 square feet, but you can add more square footage if you'd like to finish the downstairs. So before we finally finish this, we're going to take a quick tour of the downstairs so you can see what the possibilities are. So now in the basement, and as you can see, there is quite a bit of room. So there's plenty of options, and in fact, you can actually add a 5th bedroom to this house, because in this room, or this area of the basement, you've got access to the outside. So because you have ingress and egress, you could actually put a 5th bedroom down here, and you have plenty of space to add additional living area, maybe a media room, an entertainment area. So it just gives you more space for your family to spread out and more area to entertain your friends and family. Now, before we go check out our other 2 homes, one of the questions that we get all the time, particularly in a subdivision like this, which is very kid-oriented, is what are the schools like? Well, if you're unfamiliar with the Kansas City metropolitan area, it straddles the Kansas and Missouri state line. Half of it resides on the Missouri side, predominantly in Jackson County. The other half is on the Kansas side, predominantly in Johnson County. Arbor Lakes resides in Lenexa, Kansas, which is a suburb in Johnson County, Kansas. And one of the great things about Johnson County is its schools. It has 3 school districts. The oldest is Shawnee Mission. The other 2 are Blue Valley and Olathe High School districts. Now, the Blue Valley School District was received an A+ rating from niche.com, while Shawnee Mission and Olathe received an A rating. The schools in Arbor Lake, they feed into the Olathe School District. You have Canyon Elementary, which is about a mile from here. You have Prairie Trail Middle School, which is about 2 miles from here. And you have Olathe Northwest High School, which is about 3 miles from Arbor Lakes. In addition to that, if you are looking for a slightly different educational opportunity, you have a private high school in St. James Academy, which is a Catholic high school, which is about a mile from here. So that's the school districts that serve this particular neighborhood, and I should say the schools that service the Arbor Lakes subdivision. And if schools are a top priority, clearly these schools fit the bill. So with all that being said, let's get ready to go check out the other 2 homes. Oh, please do me a favor. In the comments section below, leave me your comments. Tell me what you like about this house. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments section as well. So with that said, let's go check out those other 2 homes. The second house on the tour that we're going to check out, this is another Rod Rock home. It's a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house that contains approximately 2,800 square feet. And it's listed for $700,000. Let's see what we get for $700,000. To my left is what I'll call a flex room. It can be used as a home office, a den, or might be the place where you go when you just want to get away from the rest of the family. I like the fact that the window's got this nice deep window seal, some nice treatment down below the window seal itself. You've got the transom window. So it's a nice room, perfect for, again, office, den, study, or your private sanctuary. Now, to my right, you've got the dining room. It's got a nice recessed ceiling. It's decent size. You can easily get a family of 6 or 8 people. And to my left, we have the staircase. It's 2 stories high. I like the fact that we've got this recessed ceiling treatment, 2 big windows, and then you actually have some wall space where you can hang your art or more pictures of your family. So now let's tour the interior of the house. It's an open floor concept home. You've got great room, breakfast area, kitchen, and to the back, you have the mudroom that leads to a half bath as well as the garage. So let's first check out, the great room. We've got a nice fireplace. Once again, we have that white, uneven brick stone. We have built-in cabinets on either side. You've got nice crown molding, recessed lighting, ceiling fan. That's a big plus. 3 big windows, so you can see just how light this house is when the sun's up, because we have no lights on. This is just all Mother Nature lighting up your house. Now we're going to transition into the dining area. Once again, 3 big windows, plenty of room for a nice size breakfast room table. And we have a sliding glass door that leads out to covered porch with a ceiling fan. Again, those always come in handy in the summertime, because when those pesky mosquitoes are out, that's one way you can combat them, because they can't land on you if it's too windy for them. So you can see we have a nice little screen. We have a nice little covered porch with the railing that leads to the backyard. Let's go check out the kitchen, because it's got some very unique features to it. One, we have this nice walk-in pantry. As you can see, there's plenty of space for all your home goods. You've got your spice rack or for cans, plenty of room for all your other kitchen needs. If you like wine, you've got a nice wine cooler right here. Again, under-counter lighting. You've got outlets, 2 outlets, so handle all your kitchen gadgets. We've got some nice cupboards. Again, we've got one with the glass insert. I always like that. It really breaks up the monotony of just having a solid wall of cabinets. You've got quartz countertops, big, massive island. As you can see, we've got room for at least 3 people here. You have a nice 5-burner gas stove, beautiful tile backsplash. You can see there's a little bit of grain in these quartz countertops. Now here we have a nice oven, microwave, and let's go now check out the mudroom. So in the mudroom, we've got 4 cubicles, 1 for mom and dad, 1 for kid number 1, 1 for kid number 2, and 1 for kid number 3. So all 4 bedrooms have been accounted for. You've got cubby holes in the top for things like sweaters, gloves, hats, and below, places for your shoes and your boots, so you can keep this area nice, clean, and tidy. Now, our half bath, once again, you've got nice quartz countertop. You have an under-mounted sink. We have an additional closet, so we have more space to hang coats and such. This door leads out to the garage. One nice thing about this floor plan is if you're in the kitchen or you're in the breakfast area and you're trying to watch television, whether it's a big game or it's some movie or what have you, you can do it from just about everywhere in the room. So if you're entertaining, once again, it invites itself to create different areas of entertaining. So if you got the main area that other people can congregate in the kitchen or just off the kitchen in the breakfast area, if they want a little more privacy, then they can migrate to the dining room. So now that we've explored the first floor, let's go upstairs and see what the second floor has to offer. One of the nice things about this stairwell is it's got lots of light. You've got these 2 big windows. You've got 3 more smaller windows there. I like how they did the ceiling treatment. And you have plenty of wall space for hanging your favorite pieces of art. The master bedroom, as we've come to this top of the stairs, is just off to our left. It's really good size, and it's got a number of ways that you could set up the furniture. Here they've got the bed against that wall. You'd have plenty of room over here for your dresser, or actually set it up in an area where you have a couple of chairs where you could read, have a dresser over there. I like the way they've done the ceiling. They've got it recessed with the crown molding, and again, the all-important ceiling fan. Let's check out the bathroom. It is really nice and spacious. Now, we have a nice naked countertop. Here's in her vanities. Again, quartz countertop, under-mounted sink, very, very nice. I like the wall treatment where we surround the nice looking tub. You have this big picture window that's frosted. So you get light and you get privacy. Now let's check out the shower. So you can see we've got 2 shower heads, 2 controls, a nice bench. So you can take a nice, long, relaxing shower. You got a cutout for things like soap, shampoo, conditioner. And here we have a nice linen closet, throne room. So now let's go check out the walk-in closet. So it's good size. You've got built-in cubbies, plenty of area to hang clothes. You've got extra shelving. So you got more cubbies over here. We've got a mirror over here, so you can see what you look like as you're getting dressed. And we walk in here, off the walk-in closet is the laundry room. So that makes it pretty convenient. No going down to the basement to do laundry. So all right here, we've got some area to hang wet clothes and some nice cabinet space for the detergents, fabrics, and things of that nature. So this puts us back into the main hallway. One thing I want you to pay attention to is the way they have treated the hallway. That's a little unusual, but it really breaks it up, I think, and gives it a little more character. The next 2 bedrooms that we're going to take a look at share a bathroom. So we got that Jack and Jill situation going on. So let's go to the first bedroom. Here you can see ceiling fan, nice high ceilings, makes the room feel so nice and big. Again, a lot of natural light. You got tile floor bathrooms, molded marble, vanity, decent sized closets with built-in cubbies. Here we have a walk-in shower, and once again, the shower head has adjustable settings so you can change it to meet your particular needs. Here we have the linen closet. And again, you have a nice hallway, so there's plenty of space to hang your favorite art, or better yet, hang your photos of your family so you can commemorate all the memorable events that really make your family so unique. Or as my sister and I like to call it again, a wall of shame. So let's go and check out our last bedroom. That happens to be this room right here that we're in. Again, ceiling fan, raised ceilings, 2 big windows, nice closet, plenty of storage space. I really think this was designed with a woman in mind because you have the area for hanging dresses. Here we have the bathroom. You've got a shower tub situation, tiles, backsplash. Once again, you have the 1-piece molded marble countertop vanity. Before we begin our tour of this house, let me know in the comment section below which of the 2 houses you've liked so far and why. And as we're touring this house, feel free to leave comments and let me know what you think of it as well. This is our 3rd house. It's a 2-story built by Preve Homes. It contains 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,086 square feet on 2 levels. So what do we have here? An open floor concept, 9-foot ceilings, and you can see very spacious. So you have an area for a great room, you have an area for a breakfast room, hearth area, as well as a dining room, and of course, the kitchen. So let's start in the great room. You got a really nice fireplace. I like the brick, a big mantle. You'll notice they've actually got it set up where you can plug in your 85-inch screen TV just in time for the big game. Now, we have 3 large windows, which lets in a lot of light. They all have some nice treatment as well. You can see the little crown molding at the top. So now let's transition into what was going to be the breakfast area. So once again, we have 3 large windows letting lots of light. Again, the same treatment as we found in the great room. And it's big enough that you can have a really pretty nice sized table. So if you have a family of 5 kids and 2 adults, you could easily get them around the breakfast table. Now, let's check out the outside. So here we have a covered porch. You've got a ceiling fan, which comes in handy in the summer because it keeps the mosquitoes away. And you have a really nice sized backyard. So now let's head back inside. And before we go into the kitchen, let's go first check out the dining room. Now, I think they've done a really good job with this dining room. I like the way that they've treated the ceiling. You've got this kind of recessed box beam effect going on. There's even a little crown molding inside of that. And then there's crown molding around the perimeter of the ceilings as well. And then to really finish the room off, they did the nice wainscot around the entire 3 walls. It's open and airy. You get those 3 big windows again. Now, this room will really accommodate a really pretty good size dining room. This is considered the hearth area. So you've got, once again, you've got a nice quartz countertop, nice tile backsplash, outlets, so you can hook up all your kitchen gadgets there as well. I like the fact that the cabinets have glass inserts as opposed to solid wood. Just think it makes it a little nicer, and you can display some of your favorite items. Now let's transition into the kitchen. Here you can see we have a large quartz countertop island. You've got an area where you can scoot up stools so you can actually eat right here. Now let's go over here. We've got, again, quartz countertop, farmer's kitchen sink, and you've got this nice deep recessed window sill. So here you can grow plants or your favorite herbs like cilantro, basil, oregano. Those are 3 herbs that you typically use quite a bit, at least I do. You've got 2 windows that are roll-out windows, so it makes it easy to get to them, to open them and close them. Once again, we've got the nice tile backsplash. Now you've got a nice 4-burner stove with a griddle in the center. So that's nice. You can do your bacon or your pancakes or fried potatoes or whatever it is you like to cook. We've got the oven below. If we swing over here, we've got the microwave, a nice area underneath the microwave. And then we have, if we don't already have enough cabinet space, we have this nice, large walk-in pantry. So the kitchen has quite a bit of cabinet space, but adding that pantry, that just completes it. So now we're going to head into the mudroom. Off the mudroom, as expected, is the 3-car garage. So you can see plenty of space. Here we have a nice mudroom set up. You've got plenty of cubby holes for things like scarves and hats and gloves. You've got places below where you can put the boots and shoes. And then we've got an area where we put some hooks in there where you'll be able to hang up your coats or jackets. You've got another nice closet over here. So if we've run out of room over in the cubbies, we've got plenty of space for additional coats and jackets. Now we have a full bath down here. We've got nice quartz countertop, sunken sink. You got a full walk-in shower area where you can actually sit. And if you'll notice, the shower head is adjustable. So if you want a massage, you can set it for a massage. If you just want a regular shower, you can have that as well. So it has a number of settings. And this is perhaps my favorite room. Why? Because it's off by itself, just off the kitchen. You've got some privacy. So this room has a lot of flexibility. You can use it as a den, as a study, it can be your home office, or it can be a 5th bedroom because it does have another closet. You've got the full bath, and there's the way they have done the windows gives you a lot of flexibility as far as where you're going to position furniture or a bed. So let's go back out into the main area. What makes this floor plan so wonderful is that if you're entertaining, there are different areas that people can congregate. For those people who want to congregate in the kitchen, like myself, because I like to eat, that's where I'm going to be. But those people who want to have a conversation, they can congregate over in the hearth area or even the dining room. And there's other people, they can also congregate in the breakfast area. And then again, you have the main great room as well. So if you're having a big party, like for the big game, like the Super Bowl, you've got plenty of area for everyone to spread out and enjoy the game, regardless of where they're sitting in the main level. So at this point, let's go check out the upstairs. This is what I would call a reverse stairway. Halfway up, you hit a landing and you stop and you turn and go back up in the opposite direction to get you to the second floor. But really what makes this so spectacular is look how they have done the treatment on the wall. First of all, you've got the wainscoting below, and then you've got the brick trim, which is the same brick they used in the great room, and you have this mirror that looks like it's about at least 8 feet tall. This really creates a very impressive staircase. So this really creates, in my opinion anyway, a really impressive staircase. It adds a lot to this house. So let's continue our trek upstairs. And when we get upstairs, we've got this nice little landing. You can see you've got an opening for the downstairs so you can see who comes in the front door. Over here, we have an area where you can put your artwork or plants, anything that you think that's going to make the area a little more appealing. Now, upstairs, as we mentioned, we have all the remaining 4 bedrooms. So we're first going to check out the master bedroom, or I should say the primary bedroom. So here's what we have. 3 big windows. Again, that's a lot of light in. I like what they've done to the ceiling. See, that's recessed. They've got some crown molding. And then once again, around the perimeter of the room, crown molding once again. Ceiling fan. I'm a big believer in ceiling fans. I like them in all my bedrooms and throughout the house. I have a hard time sleeping unless I've got some air moving, even when it is sub-zero temperatures out in the night. So let's go now check out the bathroom. Nice, light, cheery bathroom. We got nice tile floors, double vanities with some nice cabinet space in between. You've got some nice adjustable shelves. Over here, we have a linen closet, throne room, and we have this nice soaker tub with a large picture window. And we have this really unique shower. If you'll notice, we have a window over here. This is the entryway to the shower. And we have 2 shower heads. Each has its own control. And like the shower downstairs, you have a nice bench. So even after a hard day of doing yard work or working out, you can come in here and enjoy a nice shower, and you can relax while you're doing it, and you get a lot of nice light in so you don't feel like you're in a cave. Pretty slick, actually. So now let's go check out the closet. So you have this nice big walk-in closet. You got plenty of area for hanging clothes, shelving. We've got cubbies here. We've got 2 sets of cubbies here. We have more shelving and storage area over here. And here we have access off the walk-in closet to the laundry room. Got nice tile floors, but how convenient. Everything is up here, makes doing laundry a breeze. Here we have the hallway to the remaining 3 bedrooms. You have plenty of wall space. So once again, you have a place where you can put all your family pictures or whatever artwork you want to display. So our first bedroom is just off the laundry room. It is, again, it's got these tall ceilings. And what's nice about these tall ceilings, it makes the room feel a lot bigger. You've got a full bathroom. Again, here you have the molded marble vanity. You have a walk-in shower. Again, it has the adjustable settings on the shower head. And then you have a nice size walk-in closet with built-in cubbies. So this takes us to our last 2 bedrooms. And it's sort of a Jack and Jill situation as far as the bathroom's concerned. So once again, we have a bedroom which has got the high ceilings. Again, makes the room feel more larger than it actually is. And then as far as the bathroom is concerned, We have, once again, we have the marble countertop with sink built in, all one piece. We have a nice size closet, again with some built-in cubbies, always kind of nice. Here we have a shower tub combination, like the tile surround, transitioning into the other bathroom. We have the linen closet. And our last bedroom, which has a nice, again, walk-in closet. And as we've seen in the other bedroom, we have the high ceiling. So again, it gives the room a lot more depth and makes it feel bigger. So now let's head back downstairs. So before we finished touring this house, let's check out the downstairs so we can see just how much additional square footage we could actually add to this house. So if we do a kind of a panoramic view of this room, starting in this corner, you've got 9-foot ceilings down here. And you can see you have plenty of space that you could create an additional living area. And in fact, you can see the window at the far end could actually be used to create another bedroom if you wanted to, because you have egress, ingress to outside. So there's a lot more opportunity for living space in this house. So now let's go back upstairs. Now, before we bring this video to a conclusion, I did want to share some facts about Arbor Lakes with you. Now, when this subdivision is completed, it's going to contain 300 homes. Right now, they're in the final phase, which consists of 43 lots. 20 are still available, so you can build the house that you desire. They also have 19 in various stages of construction, so they are in move-in ready state. In addition to that, we have a certain level of amenities. We have a very large zero-entry pool. It has a massive pool apron, so there's plenty of areas to lay out and do your sunbathing. There's a pergola and a small clubhouse. In addition to that, there's a 3.5-acre lake, which is ideal for fishing, canoeing, and kayaking. You'll also have walking trails that run around the perimeter of the lake, and there's also a children's playground. So if you're interested, there's still time where you can pick out either your ideal lot and build your house, or I'm sure there's a number of other models that will suit your needs. Hey, please feel free to leave your comments in the comments section below. Let me know what you thought about this house and the other two houses, and if you have any questions. Look, if you're really interested in doing something in Arbor Lakes, reach out to me. Give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email, or better yet, schedule a Zoom call. With that being said, I want to thank you for watching this video. And if you want to know more about the Kansas City metropolitan area, watch my other videos. Until then, thank you.